Hey guys, it's Jax back in Macca. I am Macca, and the Project Judge trailer just came out that reveals its new name as Judgment, which is misspelled. There's no first E. There's only the one E in Mint. It's kind of weird actually. I wonder what that's about. But the first trailer just came out with its new name as Judgment, and I wanted to talk about it a little bit. Well, specifically, I wanted to talk about one part, and that is the English dub. As a trailer, it looks fine. It's nothing really new, but I mean, the game still looks good. The story still looks interesting. I'm excited to see what Ryu Ga Gotoku Studios can do when they're not specifically tied down to the Yakuza. However, I have some feelings about the English dub, and I'm not gonna be all. I'm gonna get this out of the way. I am not saying there shouldn't be an English dub. Fuck the people who want to hear it in English. You know, I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm banging on my chair. I'm banging my fist. Ooh, you English dub.
Mario!
I have some feelings about it. The English dub sounds fine. The dub sounds good. I am not someone who hates subs. Rather, my thoughts come more from this taking place literally in the same universe as Yakuza, in the same district as Yakuza, with what are supposed to really be the same people, the same organizations. It's not, the cast itself is not literally the Yakuza cast. They've confirmed that we're not going to get any Yakuza characters in this game, at least not in the first Judgment game. Maybe in a later sequel we might, but in this, we are not getting any Yakuza characters. They want this to stand on its own as much as possible, which I can respect that. But it feels weird to me that there are two game series that take place in the same universe, in the same district, with what are supposed to be the same people walking the same streets, where the main character of Judgment, Takayuki Yagami, is walking down the same alleyway as Kazuma Kiryu and Goro Majima. It feels weird to me that in one of them it offers an English dub, and in the other there is no English dub. I doubt they will ever add an English dub back to Yakuza. I don't think they will, because the reason why these games are so successful is because they revel in their Japanese-ness. Part of the reason why Yakuza 1 was so weird is because it boasted being a Japanese crime thing. It's supposed to be Japanese. But the game itself, they took a lot of the Japanese-ness out of it and westernized it. They Americanized it. And it lost a lot of that charm. There's still charm there. It still shines through, but it's not as bright as Yakuza Kiwami, where it was left intact. And that's part of why in Yakuza 2, they got rid of the English dub. I'm sure part of it is because the price-wise, it didn't judge it. But they kept the Japanese sub because that's part of what makes it Yakuza. That's part of what makes it so unique. So, while this is not supposed to be Yakuza, this is not supposed to be Ryu Ga Gotoku, this technically the way they've been talking about it, it's not even really a spin-off. It's a brand new IP that just so happens to take place in the same universe, kind of in the same way that Donkey Kong Country is not a Super Mario game. It's a Donkey Kong game. But they take place in the same universe, technically. I say technically, it's just straight up, they do take place in the same universe, but they're so their own thing. And it just feels weird to me that in one of them there's going to be an English dub and in the other there's not. And I'm probably going to play with the sub. As much as the dub sounded fine, I feel like it would bug me too much that it's supposed to be literally the same streets. But for whatever reason, now everyone's talking in English. I just feel like that would bug me some. I will say this. The cast they have is pretty damn great. It's pretty damn great. One thing I am noticing is I'm reading the description for the announcement trailer on Sega of America's YouTube account. It says, A star-studded English voice cast brings Judgment to life. Greg Chun takes the role of Judgment's protagonist, Takayuki Yagami, supported by Crispin Freeman. Fuck yeah, he's great. Matt Mercer, Jeremy Lee, love her. Yuri Lowenthal, he's fucking everywhere, but I still love him. James Hong, Edo Ross, Amy Walker, Matt Yang King, Fred Tatascorn, Brian McNamara, I think that's how you say that, or McNamara, I think it's McNamara, as well as guest appearances by Sungwon Cho, aka ProZD, Christina V, love her, Max Middleman, and many more. I think that cast is really, really solid. It's really solid. I do think it's a little weird that they're saying it's star-studded, but some of these people, some of these voice actors, they don't, to me personally, they don't feel like they're like upper echelon, like legendary, someone you would really describe as star-studded. They'd be fan favorites for sure. Like Max Middleman is great, but I don't know if I would really, no offense to Max, but I don't know if I would really call him as like star-studded. Jeremy Lee, I also love her, but I also would not, you know, I don't know if I would describe him that way. I don't know. It feels a little weird that they would describe it as that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. But I just had some thoughts about the dub. If you play with the dub, I'm not gonna blame you. I'm not gonna shit on you because like, oh, you're not playing it the right way. No. It just feels kind of weird to me. It just feels weird to me that they would have a game that's supposed to take place in the exact same area, yet one of them has an English dub and the other one's in English. It's not in English, it's in Japanese. It just feels weird to me. It'd be like if in Shin Megami Tensei 4, just to kind of bring it back some, in Shin Megami Tensei 4, they had an English dub for that, but then in Apocalypse, they have a Japanese. It's supposed to be the exact same people, the exact same area, the exact same everything. But for whatever reason, one is in English and one is in Japanese. Yeah, it's nothing huge. It's nothing huge. I'm still very excited. I just had some thoughts on this English dub that, you know, I just wanted to kind of get out there. What do you think about Project Judge? Or, fuck, that's not its name anymore. Judgment. Judge Eyes. Do you think it's weird that it has an English dub? Do you not like the English dub? Do you like it? Are you an asshole who's gonna shit on people for playing the English dub? And if so, cool, good for you. I don't take issue, I just think it's weird. I've said this multiple times, but I just think it's weird that there's an English dub. But I think the weirdest thing out of all of this is the fact that it's called Judgment, which, that is not how you spell that. I'm just Googling this. Fuck, that is how you spell that.